Kanye is supporting Diddy because he's literally scared that he's about to be charged just like Diddy. We're all pretty sure that Kanye is probably the celebrity that Jane talked about having a freak off in that hotel who the feds didn't want to name on the public record. And this part of not having Kanye named did pique my interest a little bit because we've seen plenty of celebrities' names throughout this trial, whether they were connected to Diddy or not. Like Diddy's former assistant Mia naming that she used to work for Mike Myers. Like Michael B. Jordan's name coming up in Cassie's testimony. Really started to pique my interest. Why wouldn't the feds want to name Kanye? Like, what's the big deal? We've seen other celebrities named throughout this. And then it all just came together for me. I think that Kanye might be facing his own criminal charges really soon, and I think he knows it. And it all begins with the lawsuit filed against Kanye by his former assistant, Lauren Pescata. Because throughout this lawsuit, she is alleging very damning allegations like trafficking, like transportation to engage in prostitution. And mind you, this is exactly how the investigation into Diddy started with Cassie Ventura's lawsuit where she alleged trafficking. And I'm about to cook on some of the things she alleges so you guys can see it in real time because it's crazy. So let's get into it. One of the many things that Lauren alleges in this lawsuit is that Kanye would hire women to work at Yeezy LLC and he would arrange for a thing called dates, but it was to have physical relations with these women. And she even alleged that some of these women were hired from foreign countries. One of the biggest things that you need in a federal case because it affects interstate commerce. She went on to allege that Kanye called upon his lawyers and his team to prepare specialized NDAs for the particular circumstances of these dates with physical relations with these employees. The NDAs were meant to be signed before Kanye West went on these dates and had physical relationships with these women. He alleged that Kanye took steps to keep the victims of his trafficking and exploitation quiet by the use of these NDAs, money, employment, and promises of future employment. He said on June 14th of 2022, Kanye West sent her a series of texts which he boasted about and shared photos of a specific woman that he was giving as a gift to his friend. She alleged that Kanye's exact wording in this text message was that this woman was a gift straight from Russia that he was giving to his friend, which she references once again as trafficking these women. Then she went on to claim that Kanye trafficked more than just employees that he would hire to work at Yeezy. She alleged that Kanye would give these women lavish gifts and wire them money to cover their living arrangements. She included that some of these gifts included Birkin bags, expensive cars, luxury watches, and they were paid for from the funds from Yeezy's bank account. One time, there was a woman coming from New York on a flight that was paid for by Kanye to have physical relations with him. She alleged approximately 7 hours before Kanye West was expected to meet with this woman that he was allegedly trafficking from New York for physical relations, he sent Lauren a text. And it said to put $50K in somebody's bank account and in another name. Lauren claimed right after she got this text from Kanye, she immediately made Kanye's accountant aware of his request, so the accountant did exactly as she was told and added those two wires of $50,000 for each woman that defendant Kanye named in the list of his demands. In February of 2022, at the Soho Warehouse, which is a club in LA, Kanye told an A-list celebrity that he was going to gift her to this A-list celebrity. Kanye told this A-list celebrity that she had a great body, insinuating that he had previously slept with her before. This A-list celebrity came to her and told her that Kanye offered her as a gift for physical relations. Went on to allege that Kanye would host these group physical relation parties at various luxury hotels. Claims that Kanye would frequently come up with stories and schemes to lure her and other women to these locations. Kanye would reach out under the guise of needing something specific, typically honey, and that she hand deliver it to him. And yes, we're talking about the same honey that Diddy was caught with that gives you better enhancement. She claimed that Kanye admitted in a text message that he had a premeditated plan to lure her to his hotel under false pretenses to have an opportunity to take advantage of her, exposing her to that environment in hopes involving her in this big group physical party. She alleged that one time Kim Kardashian thought that Lauren and Kanye were hooking up because she was Kanye's assistant, and she said that she wanted to send a text to Kim letting her know nothing had ever happened between the two of them. She claimed that once she told Kanye that she wanted to let Kim Kardashian know this, Kanye then allegedly said, "Well, we did kind of hook up a little one time." She alleged that he started to bring up the incident that happened in that recording studio with Nikki Heaton and Diddy. This is where it gets a little crazy. I'm sure you guys remember Nikki Heaton, who came out very publicly and said that she was invited to a recording studio by Kanye and Diddy was also there. This was years before Lauren became Kanye's assistant, but Lauren was Nikki Heaton's manager and she was also there this night. Nikki alleged that she had a gut feeling when she arrived at the studio that something was off. She said that they were given drinks and then Lauren was drinking the drink and she started to notice that she wasn't acting right. And she automatically started to realize that something was in this drink, that this is not how Lauren would typically act. And then she claimed that Lauren would end up going to the bathroom and she was left alone with Kanye and Diddy in this recording studio. And she alleged that they started approaching her and then were trying to rip her clothes off. She said that she was begging for help from a music executive, Kanye's cousin, and somebody else in the room, and they literally just turned around and act like they didn't see anything. Then she said that she was able to run out the recording studio door after a while and she went and hid and started crying. But at the end of the video, she claimed that she saw something happening to Lauren and she said that she was gone, and the next morning she didn't even realize what had allegedly happened to her. Well, Lauren writes this in her lawsuit. She basically says during this point she started to panic because she never knew that she hooked up with Kanye, so she thought that she was SA'd because she doesn't remember this incident at all, and she felt like this is why Kanye years later came to her and wanted her to be his assistant and later even promoted her to chief of staff. She believed that Kanye was obsessed with her, and this is why Kanye would not stop his advances towards her. And out of the many advances that she talks about, she names one that she's actually suing him for sexual harassment. She claims that Kanye was in a towel, dropped it, and then forced himself upon her. He was forcefully thrusting his body onto her and put his privates in her face. She said that she was pleading for Kanye to stop, and then he would finally get up and say, "I'm sorry." So yeah, a lot of the things alleged in this lawsuit are somewhat similar to Cassie Ventura's. And we have seen Kanye reference Lauren a lot when he was tweeting about Diddy. So I think this is exactly why we're seeing Kanye so outspoken when it comes to Diddy, because I truly think he's worried that he might be under some type of investigation with the feds as well. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.